All right, welcome back to another episode. Today, I want to discuss the concept. There's a quote out there, I forget the origin, and I may have to look that up and insert it in the description. But it's basically all is mind, the universe is mental. Sort of a deep topic. But that's sort of the purpose of this channel. We're here to discuss the deep topics because, well, I'm curious and I want to know how this stuff works. So here we are. All is mind, the universe is mental. The idea is basically, the concept, should I say, is that everything, all of existence is created by a consciousness. And thus all of existence is consciousness. Thus it was created by the consciousness. What that consciousness is, I don't know. But it seems that many people and all of the world religions basically boil down to the premise that there is a creator behind all that we know, all that we experience. So there is a God figure, maybe multiple. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Many books would tell you the name of their godlike figure, and I'm not here to debate religion. I'm just posing questions and being curious. That God has been called God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Jehovah. Yeah, they're all different ones. But basically, that the world was created. Now, I know I was taught science, obviously, and I was taught some religion as well. And the science discusses evolution. And there's a lot to be said for that argument. And it does not mean that that is all that happened or that that is exactly what happened. But I've also wondered, if God created everything, couldn't he change his mind and adjust the model as he's going along, thus creating evolution? Possibly. Also, quantum physics is going to come up, and I'm bad for references, but there's talk about the observer effect and how the observer affects the outcome of the experiment, of what's being observed. And again, this is all pointing to consciousness affecting creation. Consciousness affecting the world, the universe as we know it. Now, I don't think that we're here by some happy accident. I have come to believe that there is some nature of creator behind everything. And that being said, I believe that the fractal comes to mind, in that the hologram essence of a fractal, it kind of repeats itself within itself, carries on throughout creation, and if a God figure or multiples created the creation, the fingerprint, i.e. the image, the complete being of that God is reflected throughout creation. Again, like the fractal, sort of like the Russian nesting doll, wherein within the one, there's another inside and another inside, and theoretically going infinitely small all the way down and all the way up. I'm kind of rambling, I know, I apologize. But if God created creation, then there is proof of God in the creation. And again, back to the quantum physics stuff, a lot of that is starting to illuminate that aspect. You're seeing... where am I going with this? In the creation, you're seeing evidence of the Creator. That being said, if we, as humans, were created by a creator, that means there's an aspect of the Creator in us. It is in each person, each animal, each tree, rock, the planet, all the planets, everything. There's an aspect of the Creator within. And a lot of people talk about the divine spark and the light within. And I believe there's a lot of truth to that, personally. If you've ever had the fortune or misfortune, as it were, depending, about seeing anybody that's deceased, there's something missing. You may or may not be able to really put your finger on it. Obviously, they're dead, and the aliveness is missing. I'm not stupid. I get that. But there's something else. There's another... You can't really put your finger on it exactly, but you know there's something not there. And there's a distinct difference between a live person and a dead one. And it's not just because they're alive or dead. It's the soul, the fire, the essence of that person is gone. It's not there. And as such, you start to see or understand that there's a little bit more to life that we're not seeing. We're not visually seeing. And where I'm going with that is the soul. I believe there is a soul in everybody and in basically every natural object created. The soul. The soul is the divine spark. It's a piece of the whole. We are all individuated facets of a whole diamond, I guess. Another way to think about it is we are a fractal of a God figure. I'm not saying we are God per se. We are a part of the whole that is God. And I'm not saying I am God. I am only as divine as you or anybody else is. Let's put it that way. There is no one that is greater than any other. That's kind of back to our fundamental all created equally because we all share that same divine spark within. Kind of that theory. So yeah, divine spark. It took me a little while to get around to getting that out right, but here we are. We'll see you next time.